Okay, since school is upon us once again, yes, I can hear the kids in the background saying boo. I thought I would make a couple of new back to school hair bow ideas for you guys. This one is going to be for the pencil. Last year I did the crayon. I will post a link in the descriptions box if you want to check that out. I also did a pencil, but it was a ribbon sculpture. This one is going to be a bow. We're just going to make the ends look like pencils. And if you missed the apple clip that we did yesterday, I will also leave a link down below in the descriptions box. Both will make excellent additions to your little girl's school wardrobe. So go ahead and grab your materials and let's start. These supplies that I'm working with for this bow, I'm using a 7/8 inch yellow grosgrain, 7/8 inch pink grosgrain. I've got a 3/8 inch emerald green, and we've got a 3/8 inch black. You'll need your scissors, your glue stick, and your glue gun, and you'll need your lighter for heat sealing, and a clip. Oh yeah, you'll need a clip. I am working with exactly 30 inches of my yellow grosgrain ribbon, 7/8 inch. You can use a longer piece if you want your tails a little bit longer. This is the size that I'm going for right here. Like I said, if you want longer tails, you know, add a couple of inches, or if you want, you know, bigger loops, just add a couple of inches. It's totally up to you. There's no wrong or right measurement, but I'm working with 30 inches. Okay, since my tails are going to be about 5 inches, I'm just going to measure up your ribbon 5 inches and just mark it with your finger. That's where you're going to start your first loop. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it is really hard for me to make a flat looped bow. I've told you this before. Since I've been making the twisted bow, I am just addicted to making a curved loop. But we're going to try a flat like this flat bow. And this is pretty much the same technique as the twisted bow. We're just going to try to make the loops flat. So what you want to do is you want to go and make a loop just like that. See your tails coming down, your loops here. I'd say that's about a 2-inch loop. And you don't have to make it curved, but there I go, making it curved. And then you're going to take your long end and you're going to come down and make a loop. See my loops? Then we're going to come down here at the bottom, and instead of tucking under like we would the twisted, we're just going to tuck on the back to where it comes out just like that. Okay, now you're going to come up at the top with your tail and make your last loop. Okay, so now we have 4 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. I'm going to go up 5, form a loop, first loop. Here's our tail, second loop. Now the tail is at the bottom. I'm going to come over, and we're going to do another loop. So we've got 3. The tail's going to the top. Just come up and form that 4th loop. Now, once you have formed your 4 loops, you're going to notice your tails down here. Don't worry if one's longer than the other. We're going to trim it. But now is where you can come up here and play with your loops and move them around. Just make sure they are even and right next to each other. Like you want your top 2 loops to be right there by each other, and then the bottom 2. Now we are done. We are just going to crease. And I'm going to do a simple 3-fold crease right in the center, like so. There's my loops. Here's my tails. Now you just want to take your thread or your embroidery floss and wrap it around. And as you can see, made one of my tails a little bit longer than the other, so I'm just going to trim them up just to make them even. Now they're a little bit even. Then you can come, you know, fluff your loops up, but we don't have to worry about them right now. There's your bow. You're finished with the bow. Next, we are just going to decorate it to look like a pencil. Now, this is a very easy part. So easy, it's cheesy. And I apologize because the sun keeps going behind the clouds, obviously. But you will just want to take your pink ribbon and cut off a strip. This is 7/8 inch, and it's going to measure the exact same width as my yellow. You just want to take and cut a square, and we're going to put it right down on the ends of the yellow to make it look like an eraser. Just make sure they're both the same size. And don't worry right now if they're a little bit long, because we are going to trim the ends up. So what I did was I just cut 2 squares, and I'm going to glue them right down, just like that. And like I said, don't worry about the frayed edges or the uneven parts. So go ahead and glue those down. Oh, before you do that, heat seal the tops though. Just the tops. We're going to do the bottoms in just a minute. As you can see, our erasers have been added. Now we are going to grab your green 3/8 inch. And you know that little metal piece on the pencil? Well, I don't have one that's got a green one, but this one's got silver. We're going to add it right there above the pink. So you're just going to measure over how much you need, clip your green, and glue it on. Go ahead and heat seal both ends. So you'll need 2 of these. Now I'm just going to come up here. I don't know the exact measurement, but you can kind of guesstimate. And like I said, you need to heat seal both of these little ends. We don't want them fraying. 1 and 2. Okay, now I'm just going to glue both of them right there at the top. Just a little glue, and you don't have to use hot glue. You can use some Fabri-Tac or any kind of fabric glue. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. So I prefer my handy dandy glue gun. Okay. Now those have been added. Now what we're going to do, the ends of our erasers, if you don't want them square and you want them more round, just take your scissors and just round them out. Just clip the little edges. And then you'll want to heat seal both of these ends. And believe it or not, this will be near complete. Very simple. Take you a couple of minutes to make. Okay, there's the erasers on our pencil. Now you're going to attach it to your clip, and then we're going to secure it in the middle with a piece of black 3/8 inch ribbon, and this will be your pencil lead. It goes right there in the middle. So just secure it to your clip, and it will come out looking like a pencil. I hope you guys enjoyed this easy tutorial, and if you decide to make it, visit the Facebook page and let us see it. And I will see you guys in the next video.